Guys, I'm Steve. Welcome back to the channel. Welcome back to another video. If it's your first time stopping by the channel, hit that subscribe button. Trust me, you won't regret it. You're a returning subscriber as always, guys. Welcome back, and I do appreciate support. Guys, I want to talk about a story that broke last night and is making headlines today out of Detroit, Michigan. Shout out Detroit as always. And it's about a pool party quadruple stabbing in which 2 people are dead and 2 others are wounded, seriously wounded, and in the hospital right now. Now, supposedly this happened at an Airbnb that was rented, and they threw a party on a residential street, and all hell broke loose. I want you guys to take a look at this, and then we'll come back with commentary. This right here is something else, man. Look.
The stabbing happened right outside the home, here in front of it. Neighbors tell me it's something they feared would happen at this so-called party house. Screams and panic seen outside an East Side Airbnb Saturday after a pool party on Fleming near 7 Mile and DeQuinder ends in bloodshed.
We have to do better. We have to do better.
Detroit police say 4 people were stabbed. This
was basically a pool party that was taking place, and there was an argument that started over a woman who was at the pool party.
2 people died, a man in his 30s and a woman in her 20s, as a result of the stabbing, and 2 people are in the hospital. Police believe they know the man who stabbed all 4 people, but no one has been arrested.
Over these last couple of days, we've had just this rash of violence, this just unexplainable. This again is one of those incidents.
But for neighbors like Deborah Griffin,
with this being so close to home, you know, that was really scary for me.
This Airbnb that's been on her street for more than 3 years has become a serious problem.
At first, everything was nice. I said because they fixed it up, because the house had been burned down. They fixed it up. It was a really nice house. But then every weekend, you know, it is bad because of the parties.
Calling this the party house. Griffin and other neighbors tell me the loud music and crowded streets have become a nuisance. But they never imagined it would turn deadly.
I never thought, you know, something like this would happen.
She says this was the final straw. And you had mentioned that, you know, you're going to take some action here. You're going to go to a meeting, a city council meeting. I mean, what would you like to see done?
I want it gone. Really. I mean, I hate that for the owner, but, you know, I'd rather not be in a residential area, you know, right on a block like this. I mean, if it was contained, it would be okay. You know, but it's just bad that we have to deal with this every weekend.
And Detroit police are still investigating what happened here and are actively searching for the man they believe did this. On the east side, Carly Petras, 7 News, Detroit.
Okay. Deputy Chief Arnold Williams, ARNOLD WILLIAMS, Deputy Chief Eastern Operations. At about just before 10 o'clock this evening, we had received a call that there was possibly somebody stabbed. Officers came and they made the location. Upon making the location, we discovered we had several individuals stabbed. So after the preliminary investigation, we had 4 people stabbed. 2 were stabbed fatally and 2 were stabbed non-fatally. Of the 2 that were stabbed non-fatally, 1 is in critical condition and the other 1 is stable. Everybody was adults. 3 of the victims were in their 30s. 1 was in their 20s. This was basically a pool party that was taking place. And there was an argument that started over a woman who was at the pool party. From that argument, 1 male suspect stabbed 4 of our victims. We do have a person of interest, and we have that person identified. So they're not in custody, but we are looking for them at this time.
And the victim that was fatally, was that the person in the 20s or 30s?
Yes, so it was a female victim who was in her 20s, and then the male victim, he was in his 30s.
And you said that it stemmed from a woman. What is the relationship between the suspect and the woman?
They possibly have a dating relationship, but we haven't confirmed that yet. That's just preliminarily what we're getting.
And you said it started as an altercation?
Yes.
Any message to the community?
Just the same message that we've continued to put out. Over these last couple of days, we've had just this rash of violence, this just unexplainable. This again is one of those incidents. We've had 4 people who were stabbed because someone said something or someone may have touched somebody. And that is not how we deal with any type of conflict. We have to do better. We have to do better. So for this incident is basically from a party. Somebody said something or did something that somebody else didn't like. And then because of that, we have 4 victims who are, at least one is fighting for his life right now, and 2 have lost theirs.
Thank you so much.
You've seen it. They said this whole thing started over a situation with a girl, and somebody either inappropriately touched her or said something to her, and it set whoever was with her off, and somebody wound up getting stabbed. Said the person left there looking for him. Wasn't young people. Looked like they said it was grown-ups. And that's my thing. I mean, let me just say it like this, man. Man, nobody likes to be made a fool of. And, you know, you never know how people are going to react with the slightest slight, we'll just put it that way, of disrespect. But something like that, where you got multiple witnesses, and you go and turn up, and people know who you are, because they said they have an idea who the guy is, and all this to prove that you're not going to be disrespected. It makes no sense. It ain't worth it. Now this guy gonna wind up going to jail for killing 2 people, whether they deserved it or not. Because I'm gonna tell you something, people do get on your nerves, and people are very disrespectful when you're with a woman. So let's be honest. Especially when they have no respect for you, where they think like, you know, they look at you and look at you like you don't deserve to be with her, or, you know, guys do a lot of sick stuff. But I mean, it's always an option. You could have left. And supposedly the girl that was involved in the situation, she left. I don't know if the guy came back and acted a fool. He couldn't let it go because of ego or feeling a certain kind of way because he think he looked a certain kind of way. But either way, man, damn. You know, you with the girl or whatever. You left. You could have left with her. Think about it. You could have left with her. Now you ain't got the girl and you about to go to jail. You think she gonna ride it out with you? It makes no sense. I mean, people a lot of times don't think in fits of anger. You know, I myself, when I was younger, have experienced something like that. You know, but I mean, you live and you learn from it. As soon as the shit jumped off, I would have left. I'm being honest with you. I'd have left. But I mean, some things are easier said than done. I'm not in that scenario. I'm not in that situation. But I wouldn't have let it get to that point right there unless his life was threatened, which more information will probably come out. But I mean, I want you to think about this. This is an organized party in a residential neighborhood, and the neighbors are complaining about people hanging out in the street, all this other stuff. You know, people don't have no respect for your neighborhood when they throw these parties, whether it's an Airbnb or somebody's house. When people ain't from around there, they don't give a shit. They hang out, you know, turn it into a club scene, cars playing, music all up and down the street. People just don't have no respect no more. And you see the older people, they want peace in their life. You know what I'm saying? And the lady was like, I feel bad for the owners, but I want it shut down. And that's how it is nowadays. Me personally, I wouldn't go to no damn organized party or nothing nowadays, because you never know who going to show up, whether invited or uninvited. And when you mix liquor and all this other stuff together, anything's bound to happen. Hell, look at all the parties with kids out here. Kids can't be around each other. It seems like they can't be around each other and have fun just for a general purpose of getting together. Somebody always got to die, or it got to lead to gunfire or fighting or some other kind of stupid stuff. And this is no different with adults. You know, you expect everybody to be mature, but everybody has different levels of maturity and different levels of anger, or what they do when they're angry. And stuff like this happens. It's unfortunate this happened at an Airbnb because somebody rented that place out and ultimately 2 people died. Whether they had something to do with it or not. But I mean, a lot of times people throw parties and they want a lot of people to attend. They invite people and people invite other people, and motherfuckers don't know how to act. And this is the end result of stuff like that. Just sad, you know what I mean? Like, you can't even... Just being in a mass gathering of people, whether you know them or not, can result in losing your life nowadays. I'm Stock Market Steve for the Dynamic Reason channel. As always, like, comment, share, and subscribe. It's okay to have fun. But I mean, when people do disrespectful things and get liquored up, and you know, it's always a recipe for disaster, it seems nowadays. I'll see you in the next video. Take care.